begin.
All right. Well, welcome, Raymond. Thank you for joining us. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick overview of what this time will be like with all of us together.
Okay.
So we'll be together for approximately 20 minutes or so. We'll engage in a variety of questions. Some of our questions will be open-ended questions where we're just looking to get more insight from you about who you are and some of the work experience you've had. And the other questions will be scenario-based questions. We'll ask you to either walk us through or demonstrate some learnings through an activity or an exercise.
Okay.
Cool?
Yes.
Awesome. And then the last piece is, before coming into an interview, we've asked all students to pre-identify an IT tech role that they were interested in. Did you pre-identify a role?
Yes.
And what is that?
Cybersecurity.
Oh, that's right, you're a
Perfect.
cyber, that's right, I forgot about that.
Fantastic. So that we just ask that as you're engaging and answering some of these questions, to really think of that cybersecurity perspective.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, just to start off, can you tell us what you were doing before Europe, and then let us know how you heard about the program, and then why you decided to join the program?
Sure. Before Europe, I was in school. I was studying biology, computer science, and nutrition. I was studying this for a while, and I really enjoyed it, but I don't think it was for me career-wise. So I decided to change. My friend told me about Europe and how he changed. I could see the personality change. He was shy. Now he's very confident and well-spoken. So after hearing that he really enjoyed the program, I wanted to try it out. And he was in tech, so I was, all right, I'll try out tech. So now while I'm in Europe, I'm really learning a lot about tech and learning how to be professional. And hopefully I'll be able to get a tech job in cybersecurity and be successful.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, great, thank you. So you graduated with BS in clinical nutrition?
I was studying towards that, but I do not have a BS.
Oh, you don't have a BS, okay. Oh, studied BS, okay. All right, so why do you want to work in the tech field?
Sure. I wanted to work in the tech field because I wanted to have a field where it's always changing and I could always learn new things. I want a career where I'm constantly stimulated. So I want to be challenged, and I know that tech field is that's the field where I'll always learn and always learn new things.
Okay, so cybersecurity specifically, what is it about cybersecurity that intrigued you?
Yes, cybersecurity, I think it's a growing field. It's new. I think because it's like a pioneering field, there's a lot to discover that hasn't yet been discovered, and I think that's the field for me to try to research more and maybe come up with new ideas of defending and offense.
Oh, great, excellent, thank you.
So what do you think was your biggest challenge or growth area during your time in the learning and development phase?
Yes, my biggest challenge would be two things. I would say speaking up, and the second one is being less forgetful. Usually, in team settings, I would always listen, and while listening, I sometimes don't share my opinion. I always compromise with others, so at times I would give up what I want to say, so that other people, when would go through with their opinions. And
well, how have you overcome that challenge?
oh yes, I've overcome this challenge by making sure I write down the things that I really want to be heard, and with these I would try my best to advocate for these opinions, and I would constantly repeat it if they are not heard.
So what would be your strategy as you go into the internship to maintain the growth in that area?
Yes, I'll maintain this growth by practicing speaking up in a group, making sure I actively listen. Hopefully, if I actively listen, I'll come up with new ideas that stem off from other people's ideas. And hopefully, because I want to have a successful project and high quality outcome, I don't think it'll be too hard for me to give solid feedback and ideas.
Okay, thank you.
All right, great, excellent. Okay, so explain why you would be a strong candidate for a cybersecurity internship.
I think I'll be a strong candidate for a cybersecurity internship because I think I have a really good work ethic. For example, alongside with learning and studying my assignments at Europe, I've been studying Network Plus on the side. I really want to get that certification, and while knowing some of this, I think I would be able to apply networking into cybersecurity, and hopefully I'll come into the position with a leg up.
Great, excellent, thank you very much.
Raymond, I was just looking at your resume here, and it identifies Excel as one of your skills. So what have you done with Excel, and what do you know how to do with Excel?
Mm-hmm. In college, I had classes where I have to put in all the scientific data I've received into an Excel file. Not only that, I've done averages, sums, if statements, and sometimes standard deviation. Although I don't remember the function exactly, I know how to look it up if I need it. And in Europe, I had also time to brighten up my skills by learning and development, where I keep practicing and learning new things.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so here at Europe, what would you say was your greatest accomplishment here in Europe?
My greatest accomplishment must be my website that I made in tennis. Well, I made two websites. One is my profile and one is my tennis website. I feel like I made a really good CSS on it. It looks, in my opinion, really nice, and I feel like I put a lot of content in it so that if I ever have friends that want to learn tennis, my way of playing tennis, I would totally give it to them, and I'm proud of it because I will be able to use it outside of Europe.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Raymond, could you describe a conflict situation that you've experienced in the workplace and how you handled that conflict situation?
Yes, a conflict that I had, like I said before, was about me listening and more than I being speaking.
Mm-hmm.
There are times where people will share their opinions and I wouldn't have my opportunity to share mine. So in order to combat this, I make sure I say, you have a good opinion, and I state what they say, so to ensure that I listen to them and say, here, this is what my idea is. Give me the opportunity to share, and this, I feel like this captures their attention for a moment at time so I can finish what I want to say.
What about, if we're thinking about conflict, is more along the lines of like a disagreement or not agreeing to what the next steps are or what just happened or the repercussions or something like that? Can you think of a time where you had that disagreement with somebody and how you dealt with that disagreement?
Yes. To preface this question, I've been in mindfulness class, and in this class we learn how to control our emotions and thoughts before having them take the best of us. So first, if there was something that the other person wants to confess and say what they're stressing, I'll make sure I have empathy for them by giving eye contact and listening, really letting them talk and let out all their frustrations. With that said, I'll say, I understand where you're coming from, say a little bit about what I heard, and I'll ask them if I could give my perspective.
Have you ever had an instance where you had to do that in the workplace?
Not that I can think of right now, but I'm sure I have.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, great. Thank you. All right, this concludes